Okay, I just finished 30 days of eating 100 grams of plant-based protein every single day. No protein powders, no oils, and I have to say it was one of the easiest challenges I think I've ever done. Now, I started this challenge because I was so sick and tired of seeing and hearing out there that, if you eat a vegan plant-based diet, you can't get enough protein to maintain muscle mass or even build muscle mass. That's just not true. And I also wanted to show you guys just how easy it is to create and make buildable meals that are balanced, that you can put on repeat to help keep you on track, again, with more than enough protein than you need. Now, what didn't I love about this challenge? Well, I didn't love micromanaging all of my meals. I'm not a fan of counting, and I'm definitely not gonna be doing that moving forward, and I think that's okay because plants offer all of the macronutrients that we need, and if you eat them in abundance in a wide variety, you really don't have to worry if you're getting enough protein. But what I did love about this challenge was having balanced meals, making sure I had a good amount of protein, carbs, and fat on my plate. That was allowing me to feel full and satisfied for longer periods throughout the day. I felt sustained, and I'm definitely just gonna keep doing that. Now, with that said, there were 3 more meals I ate this week that I absolutely loved, and I can't wait sharing with you. So let's go ahead and get with my breakfast. For breakfast, I had this amazing tofu scramble avocado toast. I don't know what we want to call it, but that's kind of what it was. And this came in at 32 grams of protein and 510 calories. All I do is just toast my Ezekiel bread, and then I saute my tofu with some low sodium soy sauce, nutritional yeast. I added a little bit of kale. And then on my toast, I added about 1/4 of an avocado, put the tofu combination on top, and you guys, this is so good. I also had an apple on the side, which was perfect. Now here's my new favorite go-to dinner, this delicious edamame bowl. It comes in at 39 grams of protein and 591 calories. I start with 1 cup of edamame and some rice and some tempeh, and I saute that all in a bowl with some soy sauce and nutritional yeast. Then to my bowl, I add carrots, cucumber, and then put in my mixture, my edamame mixture. This is so delicious. I top it with tahini and some everything but the bagel seasoning, and it is so good, so filling and satisfying. Now for lunch, I felt like dessert, and I am quite all right with that as long as you make it all a complete meal. And I had this delicious chocolate pudding. I used 1/2 block of firm tofu because that does have more protein than silken tofu, and it blends up just fine. I did 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, a tablespoon of PB2, 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, some soy milk, and a little bit of vanilla extract. This was so good and satisfying. I did eat it with a side of broccoli that is not shown. It is 38 grams of protein and 420 calories and absolutely hit the spot. All right, so let's go ahead and total up our protein and calories for the day. We had the tofu scramble toast, which came in at 32 grams of protein and 510 calories. We had the yummy chocolate pudding dessert for lunch, which was 38 grams of protein and 420 calories. And last but not least, the edamame bowl, which was 39 grams of protein and 591 calories. That's 109 grams of protein and 1,521 calories for the day. Now let's talk about some changes that I've seen over the last 30 days. A lot of y'all have been DMing me over on Instagram asking about, have I noticed any weight loss? Because we do hear so much, right? Like to lose weight, you have to be eating at least 30 grams of protein at every meal. And I have to say, I really haven't noticed that much of a difference, maybe 2 to 3 pounds. I'm not sure if that's the added protein or, like I said last week, if that's just me being more structured with my meals and more consistent. I have struggled with consistency in my meals the last handful of years, and now I'm being consistent, and it's allowing me to be in a calorie deficit. And when you can consistently, that's hard to say, when you can consistently be in a calorie deficit, you're gonna see weight loss. Before this challenge, I was eating a really good amount of protein anyway, so in my opinion, I don't think this small jump to 100 grams a day really has done anything, maybe over an extended amount of time, but in 30 days, I really haven't noticed much in the way of weight loss by eating 100 grams of protein every day. But as I said earlier, I am having balanced meals, and the consistency of me having these meals and keeping me full for longer is really awesome at this stage of life. I'm 44. I don't know if I'm in perimenopause or if I'm about to approach it. My body is definitely more stubborn than it was 6 years ago when I decided to become vegan and plant-based and lost 50 pounds. So this is a very good thing for me to have or make sure at every meal I have protein, fat, carb, I'm full, satisfied, I'm sustained throughout the day. It's a win-win for me. On the flip side, I haven't really enjoyed adding more protein or making room for that extra protein because I feel, like I said last week, it's kind of pushed out my snacking on fruit. And I enjoy fruit so much. I feel fresh, I feel lighter. Of course, we all know you get so many nutrients from fruit, and I have not been eating as much fruit over the last 30 days. I have found a change with going to the bathroom. Haven't been doing as much, which I don't like. I definitely feel like I need more fruit in my life. And so because I'm not stressing about all the protein, am I getting this certain amount of protein every single day, I think that is gonna allow me to invite in more fruit. As a matter of fact, after this video, I'm gonna eat this apple that I'm staring at. Maybe I'll eat it right now. She's pretty. Yeah, because I'm not like, oh, I have to have this amount of protein in every meal. I can do things like this now because I don't want to go over, right, my calories for the day and gain weight. So it's been really hard, like making room for more protein. So those are the things that I have noticed in the past 30 days, and all in all, I have really enjoyed this challenge. I have enjoyed eating more protein. I love doing little tests like this whenever I'm struggling with losing weight or feeling healthier. I think it's great to take some time, tweak some things, and see what works for you. We change, right? We change so much throughout the years, and I've really noticed a big change in my body in the last 2, almost 3 years, and so it's time. It has been time for me to figure some things out, and this challenge was a great way to see if maybe I needed to up my protein to 100 grams a day, like the internet tells me, and I have to say, that is false for me. Now, if you want the meals that I have been eating throughout this challenge, the meals that I've been sharing every single Saturday, so that's 4 Saturdays total, there's a link in the description where you can click on that, enter your email, and I will send you a PDF of all of the recipes. They're really simple and easy. I hate calling them recipes because it's just throw some plant foods together in a bowl, add a little sauce, you good. But yeah, if you want that, make sure you go down in the description and click on that link. Now, a few of you have asked, are these the only meals that you've been eating during the challenge? No, I do repeat my meals, right? I love repeating my meals, and for the most part, every week I have been repeating these meals that I'm sharing, but I am throwing some other high protein meals in the mix, and you will see those in my YouTube shorts. So if you go to my YouTube shorts, you can see some of the other high protein meals that I've been kind of throwing in there throughout the challenge, and you can get those recipes as well. And don't forget, if you feel like you need a more structured way of eating, my Healthy Vegan Reset is just taken over the world right now. Okay, maybe it's not taken over the world, but a lot of you are loving it. You're seeing results. It is a 28-day meal plan, so you don't have to think about it. The meals are balanced for you. I offer a workout plan, which is my walking routine and my resistance training routine. I actually have 2 in there for you. And then I go over every single thing I did to lose 50 pounds almost 6 years ago. And then the things I've tweaked along the way as I've changed, right? Because we all change. My grandpa always said, nothing lasts forever, even the good stuff, right? So we have to always be changing and improving ourselves. And so I've added all of that in there. Again, people are loving it. Come join the Facebook group. I have the link below. I hope you've loved this video. I hope you've loved this challenge and you've been able to get some really good high protein balanced meals in your rotation. That is it for me. I have enjoyed doing this. I will see you guys next week with something new. So stay tuned. Okay, bye.